you got your finger in a lot of pies, as they say. Well, one of those pies, I guess, is running cam model studio. I've been saying, guys, you shouldn't watch porn at all. It's degenerate. It's immoral. What do you have to say for yourself, sir?
Yeah, let me ask you a question. If a guy is intent on going on the internet and spending his money on cam girls, is the cam girl bad for taking the money? Because if she says no, another cam girl will say yes.
She should learn to code. She should get a job.
I'm asking. Okay, let's say an alcoholic. Let's say you own an alcohol store. An alcoholic walks in to buy a bottle of vodka.
Okay.
If you refuse him, he just buys it elsewhere. These are people who are hell-bent on giving their money away. They insist on giving their money away in return for companionship. They want a girl to know the name of their cat and to give a shit if they turn up each day. This is much closer to therapy. And I'm telling you now, the cam girl industry has prevented a bunch of incel school shootings. It's prevented a whole ton of suicide. The cam girl industry is keeping a whole bunch of loser men alive. I'm telling you now. And okay,
I understand
there's some tits involved. But you have to understand that with men, we want tits involved in everything. I want tits involved in my car wash. Who gives a shit? Tits? Yeah, there's tits. If I'm paying $5 a minute, you may as well give me some titties. But what it's really about is companionship. That's what the cam girl industry is about, whereas pornography is not. So they're completely different things to begin with. So when you look at it from that angle, the men are getting a connection. They're getting some kind of emotional support that they don't find elsewhere. Otherwise, there's no reason to pay for it.
Is with women.
Okay, so we have two ways to look at it. We have to look at it from the male perspective. So I've just explained why men go to cam girls in a very simple way. The very simple version is that they want someone to care about them. And also, there's a whole bunch of men out there which are extremely unrealistic. There's something else you have to keep in mind, is that a whole bunch of dudes they don't live in the real world in regards to their expectations of the kind of partner they can get. So they may be some fat, lazy sack of shit, but they want a 10. They don't want a 7. They want a 10. And the only way they're going to ever talk to a 10 is on a cam. That's how it is. So you have a whole bunch of guys who are unrealistic as well. Don't feel sorry for these men and think they're being exploited. They're full-grown adults making a choice.
Don't you think, though, that you, Andrew, as a guy with a presence, a vlogger, all this kind of stuff, you have the potential to be a role model for men, and I think you are in a lot of ways.
Thank you.
But you're, by telling guys it's that they can go use cam girls as a kind of therapy to feel better about themselves. Do you really think that that's helping them? Do you really think that's what those guys need?
I'm telling you why guys are doing it. I'm not advocating. I would never advocate anyone that I'm directly mentoring to go to cam girls. I would advocate for him to get a girl and put her on cam and make a bunch of money. That's what I do. That's what I do, and that's what I think every man can do.